Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Strange Origins Marvel Edition. Nearly forgot the title of the program. Episode 4, the fourth installment.
Hey, hello.
Yes, this is pretty much it's the episode 4, but for the fifth episode. It's confusing,
Yep.
but that was that was our own fault. But yeah, jam-packed episode again.
It's great, man.
I'm still sad that there's only like 6 episodes. Like, for me, it feels like there should be more. Like, the next episode is literally the last one.
I think the reason why is because One Division was like it was like 8 or 9 episodes,
Yeah,
but I think like the first 2 or 3 was like 20 minutes basically,
they
or
were.
15
Yeah,
minutes. So I think this one was like is jam packed, but it's almost like basically like a whole hour each.
there is a lot of
episode.
talking in this
Yeah.
one. Like compared to WandaVision, like there's a lot of talking.
Mm,
Like it's like there's a lot more emotion and meaning in like every episode, I think.
yeah.
Whereas like WandaVision, the first couple of episodes were quite funny, like
Yeah.
surreal, weird, and then
Yeah.
like in this one it's just like story.
Again, it's just like I guess it's like different style.
Yeah, yeah.
One Division was more like sort of comedy into
This
serious.
is
And this
yeah.
one's
This is classic
film.
Marvel.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
but yeah. I guess we'll talk about what happened like at the beginning because we'll start from the beginning. But we left off last week with like the fucking shield in bloody mess, like proper
Man.
like meaning like behind that.
Fucking-
With John Walker on like the run, kinda like running
yeah.
away from his problems. Like
Mm.
um
I mean,
yeah.
you can tell that like the serum is definitely altering his personality, or like it's enhancing it.
Yeah, which is
And
something like I didn't really, I guess, appreciate from Captain America, the first one. Like,
mm,
I didn't really appreciate that's what it does.
yeah,
Even though like they say it, you just know Steve Rogers is like a good guy, right? But
yeah,
like you don't really think about that how it not just alters it, but like it amplifies like your personality
yeah.
and like it makes it like tenfold. So
Mm.
I don't know. Do you think it's like because of the serum is why Steve Rogers is so good, right? Like even before that, he wouldn't have been that good.
I think I think he wouldn't have been that like sort of that sort of like how to say like
Worthy.
tactical like worthy, yeah, if without this serum, because again it's like you can even tell from the beginning it's like it's just him, it
Yeah,
enhances like his mind and everything, and then this one is like John Walker is just like he's fucked, mate.
yeah,
Like he's basically turning into like Red Skull
yeah.
at this point.
Like put it this way, like Steve Rogers before the serum probably wouldn't be able to wield the like Thor's hammer.
Mjolnir.
Yeah, Mjolnir, actually.
Yeah.
But like he wouldn't be able to wield that. But like after serum is when it made him like truly good, I guess.
I don't know, man, because I think he was worthy.
Well, even before.
I think so. I think he was worthy before.
But then what's the serum didn't really change much then. That's why I'm thinking, yeah, he was still good, but he wasn't that good. He wasn't like Thor worthiness. Like, and that's what the serum maybe done because that would explain what's happening to John Walker now, which
Yeah,
is
okay.
it's made him like, but like you said, like kind of like the Red Skull.
Yeah.
But like, and also actually, I didn't really think about this in another way, but Isaiah,
Yeah.
you can kind of like see how it's changed his personality as well. Like, at least from the little bits of tidbits that we're getting, is that he's become a lot more bitter, and it
Yeah.
wasn't just from the 30 years. It might be just because of the serum as well. The serum has like made him more bitter. Like,
Yeah, because
it amplified it, right?
because like as they were talking about in the episode, they were like, oh, they were just giving us this random shots and no one knew about it, and then
Yeah, they
all
said
of
it
a
was for
sudden,
like tetanus or something.
yeah, and then I think his anger came out when he saw what was happening to his comrades or his brothers.
Yeah,
I think when he got the serum, I think that's when like the bitterness just so fully just enveloped him, And
is
it's,
it like? I mean, I guess we'll go back to Isaiah in a sec, because like what we started at the beginning. But like with John Walker, like he was fighting, Falcon and Winter Soldier, basically. Like he was like fighting them, and I at that time I was just like, there's no way he fucking wins this. Like he got like beaten the shit out of before. Like, there's no way he beats a super soldier who's been trained by Hydra and Falcon,
exactly.
but he very nearly did, which I was like, what? Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, as I said before, he is like stronger than Captain America. He's almost the same strength
Did
as
they?
Peter Parker.
But did it? Yeah, but you're saying that from the comics. Like, we're talking
Yeah,
about
from
the
the comics.
MCU though.
Okay,
Is
from
that
the MCU.
canon? Like, he's not. It doesn't. They've never actually said that they're stronger than the
I
serum.
don't think it's canon. I think it's just sort of comics. So
Right.
this is like their own MCU.
Because I haven't. Yeah. Because in this
thing.
universe, rather anyway, I haven't seen him do anything that Steve Rogers wouldn't be able to do so far.
I think it's just because like he's not really trained. Like, you know,
But he's nearly won. Like,
it did, but like I
where
don't know,
was that
it's like,
fighting? Like earlier, like when he was fighting like the Wakandans.
that was before the serum though.
Yeah, but still, like
That-
you have combat training. You don't need to be
I-
a super soldier to beat
It looks
Wakandan.
like he had basic. It looks like he had
Yeah,
basic.
but
combat training.
I will say that's one stickling point I have of this show is it makes
Yeah.
him seem like a little bitch when he's actually not. He's really well trained, and if anything, he's trained like kind of like on the same level as like Killmonger and stuff. He's like he's special trained, so I don't know why like they're portraying him as like this pathetic guy who can't even beat people in hand-to-hand combat. He's very decorated if you look at his war history. Like if you go back to the first episode and they tell you all the things that he's done.
Yeah, and the medals as well.
Yeah, and all the medals he's won and that. Like he's not some just average soldier.
I don't know. Honestly, it's just we might see more of him later on because.
Well, I mean, he's like, oh, that's a different story, but I guess we could talk about that. But you know, DIY captain. But nah, I mean, he does eventually get beaten by Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like even though it was it was some budge fighting from Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just the weirdest shit. Like the ending fight, right, where Bucky just like fucking carries him, and then
yeah.
Sam?
And then like Sam just like bats into him. I was like, what the fuck?
I did not get that scene. That was. I was like, you're holding the shield, yet you hit him with your foot. You literally just kicked him.
Look, Sam,
I
like
was so confused.
Sam is very
No, no.
confusing, like in this, and Bucky, like in that fight anyway. Like they've both actually been like semi-trained in using the shield. Like they've practiced it. Like Bucky used to use the shield a little bit during the war as well. So it's not like he doesn't know how to use it.
Exactly.
So it did confuse me a little bit. I mean, a little bit later on, you see Bucky training Sam how to use the shield. So he definitely knows how to use it. I don't know why he wasn't using it properly in that fight.
Yeah, he was just like, it looked like he was just like a secondary guy, just like, oh, just have the shield. You know? It's just
It did look like his arm started to malfunction. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, because I think he got because of the glitch. I mean, the electric thing when he got kicked or got banged by a fucking thing, and he hit the electric thing. Maybe that's why.
Maybe
you know?
I didn't really notice too much electric going on. And also I imagine Wakandan technologies should be resistant to that. But like it looked like it malfunctioned a little bit, and I was a bit like either that's like what's the word, like suspension of disbelief, like oh you have to like oh it was just TV, like do you know what I mean? It wasn't actually like anything to worry about. But like maybe it was just like a moment to have him incapacitated a little bit, like for that fight. But so he does because technically Bucky should just completely destroy.
He would have wiped both of them.
Yeah, and even if it was 2-on-1, like he should win. But I don't know. This guy's been trained by Hydra. Just because he's not the Winter Soldier anymore doesn't mean he's forgotten all his training. Like he knows how to fight.
But that's what I'm like maybe thinking. It's like it's because he's sort of just forgot about like Winter Soldier. It's like, and all the training is basically Winter Soldier, right? So now that he's sort of like moved on, you kind of see like his basic, like.
But I haven't seen anything like that, and they haven't mentioned like because you've got rid of the brainwashing, you're less of a soldier now. I don't. At the moment, I'm just like, because he was fighting a lot of people, like even
he
before
looks
this.
sluggish, man. Don't get me wrong.
I think he's just hesitant.
I mean, if he was hesitant, right, he wouldn't have fucking when they went to the Bangkok, I think.
Yeah.
In Thailand.
Exactly.
He did not put man was banging bitches out, and in this one he was just like,
yeah.
He was almost like, like a sluggish version.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I don't know. Like, I think it's just TV.
mm,
I think like they're doing this thing where they try and make it like, oh, he doesn't like, we can't make him too OP. It's like if you put Superman in something, it's like you have to give him some sort of limitation, otherwise you'll just wipe the floor of everyone.
yeah,
So
true.
I get that, but yeah, no, I
Mm,
mean, touching on like, like after that, I guess after
yeah.
that when they've sort of not captured him, but they've kind of like disgraced him, like taken the shield off of him, and that he gets told that you're basically like, get out of here. Like, I was quite shocked at how they treat him, to be fair, like, because
But
he gets
it
kind of
just
destroyed.
yeah, but it just shows you though, like
Mm.
that it doesn't matter if you serve the country or they train you well. They'll drop you in an instant
I
if
think
you.
they've definitely been pushing that narrative for a while, like in Marvel.
Mm,
Like, the
mm.
government is like this corrupt, sort of secret, sort of
Kind of
like, they
true
got
your word on it.
yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, like, without depressing us, but like, with like, with him, when they dropped him, it wasn't, they said something interesting to me anyway, like, I made a note of it in my head. It was like, it's not dishonorable discharge, and it wasn't honorable discharge. It was like something other than honorable discharge. And I was like, what the
See.
fuck does that mean? I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Like, but basically, he doesn't get to keep any titles, but he doesn't get disgraced. And I was like, well, what's the fucking point then? Like, you
Yeah.
don't get any
And it,
benefits. You get no retirement, like, money or
nothing.
anything like that. You get, which I thought was a bit harsh. Like, I get it, but like, bit harsh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is too harsh, especially like as the way he was calling them out. Like, you train me. This is what you
yeah,
want me to do.
yeah.
Of course, not the killing part, but it's like,
Well, this is the thing. Like, I agreed with him up until that point. He was like, "You
yeah,
trained me.
yeah, yeah,
You told me." It's like, no, no one told you to kill that guy. You
yeah,
killed
yeah,
him because you
exactly,
got out of
exactly.
control.
Yeah,
Like, so don't try and spin it around on them. Like, it was your own choice here.
I do kind of feel bad though, because he's trying so hard, but it's just
Yeah,
he's
but
being
like,
paid to this douchey.
are you not getting like Syndrome from Incredibles vibe? Like, he's like, I'm trying to be a hero so much. It's just like, come on,
Oh my
just
god,
calm
nothing.
down. Just sit down in the corner. You're not Captain America. He's so delusional. He's like, I am Captain America. It's like,
Fuck man, every sentence he says like I am
yeah.
Captain America.
It's like, no, you're not. Like, you didn't. Did you save people from Ultron? Did you save like people from Thanos? No, you didn't. You've literally
yeah.
faced nobody.
What's funny is like even Steve Rogers wasn't even like I am Captain America.
No, yeah, that's what I
He's
like
just
though.
Steve.
I
He's
like
just
that,
Steve.
like I like that they've done the contrast of that. It's like one of them. What is it like they say in Game of Thrones? It's like the Tywin says to
Oh.
Joffrey, he's like, if any man that has to tell someone that they're king is no king.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same sort of
Oh.
thing. It's like, if you have to tell people you're Captain America, you're not Captain America.
Yeah, exactly. You've
So
really lost all that
yeah,
respect.
you've lost
from the beginning.
credibility. But yeah, touching on to like later on, I can't remember the actual thing that happens straight after that.
What the
But
fight?
no, after they disgrace, like, get rid of
Oh,
Blondie, but like
so
that woman comes up to them.
okay, so that's basically Miss Hydra.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Is like, is that Hydra like? I didn't think
Yeah,
they
so
were that as prevalent like
mm,
yet, but they're
mm,
well, we all know that they're like sort of underground at the moment.
yeah.
Um,
The thing is, that she's been apparently known to just sort of infiltrate Hydra as basically she's still working for like Nick Fury and like
right.
basically the
So
Shield,
she's
right?
like double agent sort of thing.
She's the basically double agent, but no one knows in the comics as well. But I don't know how or what she's gonna be playing in this.
So that's why I like
Series.
MCU universe, because like you
Mm.
could, like we've said it before, but you can know about the comics, but it doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, like one thing I did want to touch on though was like Sam goes to see Isaiah, and
Mm.
I'm like, okay, cool. This is a really cool scene where you start to see exactly what happened to Isaiah and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it was sweet. But then there's like some things he said, and I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, and I think it's because I'm English and I'm British
Okay,
that I'm not
okay.
American and I don't get it. But when
Mm.
he said stuff like, no black guy like can
A
ever.
self-respecting black man.
Yeah, well, he says no black man would ever be Captain America, and if they did, no self-respecting black man would ever be Captain America. And I was just like, what? Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about, man? Like, that's not how you change. And I'm wondering if that's like them trying to show the serum a little bit, like how his personality has been warped a bit. Like he's just like
I think that's
now
just
he's
him
just
being bitter.
yeah,
Honestly.
maybe. And I didn't want to believe that though. Like I want there to, I want to be like I want to believe that maybe it's the serum, right? But that is some dumb opinion. I'm sorry if there ever has been. Like, there's no way you can't make change in the world with that attitude. Like, you can't change
Exactly.
anything if you just go, well, there's no point me doing it. Like, why should I do it? There's no point me doing it because it's not going to change anyway. Like,
But that's not.
then yeah, never change. Like, I
Exactly.
hate that opinion. Like, I didn't like that part. Like, and it just showed me that he had been defeated. And what I liked is that Sam was like, you know what? No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, like you have to make a
No,
change somewhere.
like no one's gonna tell me what, like shield or no shield. No one can tell me what the fuck I'm doing
Yeah.
unless because he is making changes to the world.
Like, he's the sort
And
of guy, like, Isaiah would be this, was the sort of guy that would be like, there would never be a black president. And there was. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like,
he's so like backwards bitter.
yeah. Like,
Like,
it's like, it's like so angry that you're just racist now. Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, and it's like you're basically saying that like no, like even if you're black, you can't do anything.
Yeah, which
Like
is
you
such
know,
a, like, if
there's no
anything,
point of you doing anything because
if anything, you just let the racist win. Like,
exactly.
you've let them change your mind into thinking you're weak.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're not weak. Like, you literally can do anything. Like, Falcon, for instance, is a guy who, he said himself that he went to change the world, and he fucking did. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just like, if anyone can take up the mantle, I think it's definitely obviously him or Bucky. Oh, it's obviously going to be him now. I know that.
Yeah.
But like, but I'm not even mad about it. Like, as I said, like,
Yeah.
I would like Winter Soldier to do it, but I'm not mad that he's not. Like, for me, Falcon is, if anything, they've showed him a lot in this TV show as being a lot more wise. Like, he's coming out of these like philosophical moments that like Steve used to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, okay, that's sick. You know.
And he can see it from both side of perspective, you know, because like
Yeah, like they showed him trying to talk down Carly at one point, and like it was working. If it wasn't for fucking John Walker, so like,
Captain Bolt.
yeah, so it was working. But you know, like, that's what Steve used to be able to do. You know, and I'm like, that's sick. Like, you're showing that aspect, and not that Bucky can't do that, because I think he can. It's just that
But
right now he's not in the right space to do anything like that. He needs
Yeah.
to make amends, like Sam said.
Oh, speaking of amends, do you think there's gonna be a scene where Tony Stark and him, like Bucky,
Ooh, that's something.
like
I
'cause,
think they were completely going a different direction, in my opinion. I think they're going. I think they're going with that Chinese guy and his son. That's what I think is going to happen in the next episode.
oh, I think that's gonna happen, but I think he's also gonna show him like sort of maybe with Stark because that was a pretty big thing. you
Nah,
know?
I don't think so. Like,
You know, there.
nah, I would love it, but I don't think that Tony Stark will be in this. I think it's going to be him because they built it up in the first episode, right? In the
Yeah.
very first episode, they showed you with that man and his dead son. Like, they
Exactly.
built it up this entire season, and now they're talking about making amends. He's clearly going to go back to that guy, in my opinion. If he goes to Tony Stark, that would be great, but it would be a weird curveball for me because the whole narrative has been him making amends to the smaller people, not the big people.
Was Stark's name in the Notebook? I didn't.
It probably was. Like, honestly, like, if there's if everyone that he's wronged is in that notebook, he will be in there. Like, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I think for me, it's gonna be that man for his son.
No,
And I think I don't know, but like, if I had to make a prediction, it would be like the guy would be like, I kind of knew already, but thank you for finally telling me. Like, I think
pretty cliche stuff.
it'll be cliche stuff, but like, it'll be nice to see. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it would be weird if he just suddenly got angry, but like, fuck you, I don't want to see you anymore. Like,
Yeah, to me.
yeah.
Also, can we talk about Sharon for a second?
So she's
This-
definitely power broker at this point, right?
This crazy. I have a feeling she is actually a power broker.
Yeah, which would be kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it would kind of annoy me.
That was like, yeah, honestly,
Well, I don't know what you think about it, but for me, I'm just like, why?
she knows too much.
Like,
honestly.
I know she's bitter, but like, what is she getting out of this? I don't
guess-
like. Do you know what I mean? Like, even you don't know.
Power?
I don't. I have no. I have. What power? Like,
I don't know, just
power over what? Like, you're never gonna be as good as Hydra, so don't try it.
mm,
You know, you're not gonna be as big as these people. So, I don't see her end game here. I don't get what she's trying to do, especially like helping Sam as much as she did. Like, maybe I'm dumb, but I don't understand what she was doing then.
she. I don't know.
Was she trying to get Sam to bring Carly in so she could get the serum? because surely that she knew that wasn't gonna work.
That's true. That's true. And
So it's
also, she
just
was talking
like,
to that guy.
and now she said, oh, she wants, was it the French guy? Well, she was speaking
Yeah,
French,
yeah.
and that's the bald guy, right? Whatever
Yeah.
his name is. So like, she wants him to kill Falcon, because that's what his mission is now. Is to kill Falcon, right?
I don't know if she's doing like some weird double agent shit, but
It's so weird. Like, I
it's
really hope it gets
it's-
explained in this last episode, because for me, that's the weakest part of this show. It's Sharon, and like, I don't mean it in a bad way, but she is the
Yeah.
weakest part for this, because like, she's been too convenient up until now. Like, oh yeah, I got a couple of satellites. Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
where to go. I got this car. Like, it's just like, what's your point?
Fucking Mr. Know It All, man.
But if you are, just don't help Sam. Like, surely that helps you in the long run if you are the power broker. Then my only other thought is she's trying to take over where the power broker is. So she's trying to take over from the power broker, right? To be to be the new head of Madripoor. So she wants to help Sam as much as possible to get rid of the power broker. That's my only other thought.
See. Okay.
So I don't know, but like I kind of like that one more, not just because it's my idea, but also because like it actually makes sense. Like she's trying to be like, you know, she was saying to Sam, "Oh yeah, get me back into whatever America. I want to see my family and that." But I think she mainly cares about her position in Madripoor, and if she can get rid of the power broker, who's technically or is known as being the best or the most powerful, then she could just swoop in and take over, right?
And she's gonna become like that lady in the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember her name, but I feel like she's gonna go down that route if
Also,
what you're saying is true.
she better get a nickname because no one fears the name Sharon. I'll tell you that. Like that is like the almighty Sharon. Like
Nah, dude, Karen is the way.
Karen is the one. Yeah, she just evolves into Karen. But I don't know. What did you think of the Zemo bit, by the way? Gets taken away, you know, like nearly shot.
I think I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I feel like he's finally accepted that.
I thought he was
he's been
really
defeated.
courteous. Like, I mean, he's always been classy, Zemo. But like that was probably the most classy.
I think he's planning something.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I actually think he's planning something.
I don't think he plans to stay on the raft, like at all. But
well, there's this whole thing of like, apparently in the comics, I don't know if he's going to be recruited by Thunderbolt Ross, which he does in the comics. But who knows? I think he's going to have a bigger part. I think he's going to have a bigger part later on, maybe.
They're going everywhere with this, like at the moment. So
nuts, man.
Right now, we don't even know how relevant the TV shows are to the grand scheme of things. Apart from Loki, the only one that we know, well, and Loki and WandaVision. Like this one so far doesn't seem to tie in too much.
No, it just seems like it's just
the new Captain America, like which is quite important, I guess. Yeah, but the new Captain America, like we'll see, like maybe in the next Avengers he's the one leading them. That would be cool. But
Sam, yeah.
You know, like actually on a different point, you know, like with the Black Widow movie, how long ago is that set? Is that like what was that? How many years ago is that?
I think that's like pre-Endgame.
Pre-Endgame, because I thought it was a long time ago. I don't know what. I don't even know if that can even tie into this, but I just thought like maybe they might show even Isaiah in that, because he was like 30 years ago. Around 30 years ago, he was still in prison, you know? I'm wondering if he maybe might turn up or something. I don't know, man. Because right now, I don't understand how these 4 programs, so like this one, WandaVision, Loki, and Black Widow, I don't see how any of them tie in or do anything. Right now, it's all mishmash.
I think for me, WandaVision is going to definitely tie into the MCU.
Like that one makes sense to me. Loki makes sense.
Yeah, but it's just Black Widow for me. It's just I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's fun to have like her own little solo film, but I just don't know how it ties in
like
to the entire thing.
I don't know if I'm going crazy here, but like Black Widow's not relevant anymore because she's dead, right? She should have got her own solo film like 5 years ago.
3, 4, yeah. Thank you, yes.
And why are you doing it now after she's dead and she's not relevant? That's why that's why I still to this day I literally like I remember telling Jordan and all that like I don't think she's dead. Like she's coming back. There's no way.
I mean, we'll see with Loki because in the Loki
alternate
trailer,
universes. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see from that.
By the way,
Honestly,
I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on again
oh,
and just be
God.
like, did you notice that Sam didn't say that Captain America is dead? He just said he's gone.
Yes, I
I'm
know,
telling you,
but
man. He's there
I
on the
think he's
moon. He's
dead.
there on the moon. He's
Look at
somewhere
the
there.
fucking moon.
He's on the moon base. He's just standing there. He's like, yeah, I'll
It's
be
in
back.
Mars. It's in Mars, man. I'm telling you.
Because like, what's his name? Like Lopez or whatever his fucking name is. Like at the beginning, he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, are the rumors true that Captain America's like, on a moon base?" Or something like that. So I'm telling you, man, like he's somewhere. Like he's not dead. They specifically have all said that he's like they haven't said dead.
Yeah.
And that moment, if not for that moment more than any, Sam would have said like he's dead because Bucky was having that moment where he was like, you know,
Oh, yeah, with
I
the whole
was there,
shield
and
thing.
he was just been like,
Yeah.
no, like Steve is dead. But instead he was like,
No, but
Steve's
like,
gone.
Well, like the way I think Bucky says it, that it was like it's the only thing I have, which means is it implying he's dead,
I
or
just
he
think
doesn't know that, or he doesn't know that he's
I don't think
just
anyone
somewhere.
knows.
Mm,
Like,
okay.
come on, you're telling me they didn't that they wouldn't have spoken about his funeral or anything like that? Like, how can Captain America's funeral not be a big thing?
I don't know, unless they just did like a secret thing, like a secret funeral.
Oh, and then the whole world was just like, hey, here's a new Captain America. No one wondered where the last Captain America went.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, man. It all seems too weird. Like, if he turns up in the last episode, then I'll
The
be
only-
like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think the only reason why is because in Endgame, right? I think the whole world knew, or only a certain select few people knew that he actually stayed and became old, right? He actually
Wait,
lived that life.
Hold on. I just got completely baffled for a second. Like, how is Tony Stark gonna be in this? Did you say? He's dead.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
He's dead. I'm just saying, like, interesting. No, he's dead, dude.
Oh my god!
He died.
I'm boozing myself. I have bamboozled myself.
You've gone too far in the rabbit hole of like
Yeah,
conspiracy theories that you're like.
Get that, cut that. We'll record it
No,
tomorrow.
that is staying in. No, he's definitely not turning up in the last episode.
Unless it shows up in Loki, you know.
I mean, but I guess we should talk about like the end credit scene as well.
Oh, him
'Cause-
being fucking old.
Is there a
the suit?
specific? Huh?
Sam's new suit?
No.
Oh,
Did you not see the end credit scene?
no. Is it him building the fucking?
Yeah, building the shield.
Oh yeah.
And he's like putting his medals on it and stuff.
Oh, do you know what's weird out? It's like you made this in your garage, right? Cool. I saw the trailer. It looks exactly like the fucking shield.
Mm.
How did you manage to polish this bitch up?
My only thinking is that the Hydra girl called him and gave him some material to work with, or
There's no way he's gonna be able to fucking fuck around with a vibranium in his garage. No way.
no, true, but like
No way.
also I think like any shield is better than none, and because he's so
True.
used to working with it, and he's a super soldier, so technically whatever he throws at someone is they're gonna get crushed anyway.
Yeah, true.
So like I think it still works out. Like I literally was just like, you got the Bob the Builder over here, like making his own shield. Like they still want to be Captain America. He's fucking like,
Wearing
he's
the suit.
starting to annoy me. Like I'm just like, come on, man. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean it's showing that was it Carly, that French guy, Falcon, Bucky, and fake Captain America all gonna be there.
You're all gonna have like a big fucking fight.
So I
A
don't
fist
know.
fight.
I don't know if like Bob the Builder, America, is gonna be like trying to like save the day and he's trying to redeem himself,
I think he's still in that mind of delusion.
or is he salty?
You know?
Do you think he's still salty?
I think he's still salty. That's why he's like, if I have a theory that like he's gonna be like in his head like, oh, if I bring this organization down, I'm gonna be Captain America again and rebranded as Captain America again. Like you know what I mean? The whole thing.
So do you think he's gonna try and get in the way of Bucky and
He's
Captain?
gonna try and get in the way. He will get in the
He
way.
doesn't want him to have the glory or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly.
That makes sense. Like,
But-
I don't know. It seems like it's heading to a like really good climactic 6th episode, which I assume is gonna have like a post-credit scene as well.
Oh, please give us something. I'm just excited for like the whole like Sam's new suit, man. What kind of suit?
Yeah.
Because the way Bucky was like, yo,
And he didn't even open it.
He didn't fucking. Yeah.
This man, like Sam, was just like the whole fucking episode. He got it like halfway through, and he's like, "I'm just gonna leave it." How are you not excited to see that bad boy? It's from Wakanda, you dickhead.
And then at the end, it's just like he opened it. It's like, yeah, this is my suit.
He's just like, no, but he looked like he was like fucking climaxing or something. He's like, like he's like, all right, dude. I mean, it's made by Wakandans. Like, I assume it's gonna have some sort of slot for a shield or something like that. Like, it's gonna. It looks like it's gonna be sick. But we're only gonna get to see it in the next one.
You know, it would be sick if I just came up with this now. So like like his wingsuit, right? You know how like the wings goes in.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna have like a nano version of that, and then he can put the shield in his back.
That would be
like
cool.
Or
on his front or something that can protect his front. Or just a fucking little hat. But I mean, if that whole suit is made of vibranium, then that's fucking OP.
He's not dying.
Like, I mean, it must be made of vibranium, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do the whole like nanotech.
Either that or he's a new Black Panther. He's Black Panther, Captain America, like Falcon. Like...
yeah. Before we go, can we just touch on the fact that there might be a new Falcon as well?
Yeah, that guy, right?
Torres,
yeah.
Torres.
Which I was just like, oh, okay, cool, but I need to see more before I'm convinced. I feel like... No, I was just gonna say, like, he's shown interest in the suit before.
Yeah.
But he's not a wingman. He's never flown. Like, I don't understand like how this is gonna work. Like,
yeah.
You know, at least Falcon, like, the reason he got picked for the Falcon program thing is because he was an airman and because he was he flew planes. Like, true. I hope that they kind of followed it up with a bit more than just like, hey man, here you go. Like, you know, I don't know what's his name gonna be like, because I'm assuming Falcon, like Sam, is still gonna have wings.
Yeah, so I think he is gonna take on the mantle, but he's gonna be Captain America, and then the Falcon's gonna be Torres.
Like,
again, that's in the comics.
But so what's he gonna be there? Just like a shitty Falcon, because he's gonna have wings, but Falcon's gonna have a vibranium suit with wings and a shield.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Is he just like a little pigeon? Like, what?
Hand me down.
Yeah, I mean, or he might be just like his guy in the chair, like who like fixes his suit and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, we'll see, man.
I don't know.
But yeah.
What's the last thing? When Bucky was flirting with Sarah.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Like,
Sam was just like, this motherfucker.
It's like Sam has the actor like has his best, like, the looks on point for just sort of like the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that scolding look where he just looks at you like, are you fucking serious right now? Like,
yeah.
And I do love that. Like, I love there was like 2 montages in this one. There was like the Rocky training montage that we got, and then there was like the fixing my ship like montage. Yeah. Like 2 brothers working on a ship. Like, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I love the whole sequence. It kind of shows that they've definitely like sort of
like
gone past from exactly from the first episode.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're
definitely happy about that.
Mm.
But yeah, and we'll see if we might do an extra, like, a little bit longer episode like next week for the climax.
Oh yeah.
And if you're listening to this one and you're wondering where last week's normal podcast was, we had a week break, and it will be back on normal on Thursday. So yeah, this has been your boys, and it was a good episode. We'll talk next week for the final episode. Looking forward to it. See you guys.
Peace.